Hey, welcome back to Starving Artist Courses, your all-in-one online music education resource. My name is Juiette, and today we are diving into a brand new bass guitar lesson. But before we do, I want you to tell me, do you recognize this bass groove? 1, 2, 3. Sound a little bit familiar? That's right, that's Bruno Mars, Locked Out of Heaven, the bass line that fills that whole track out. So today we will be learning that song, so let's just go ahead and dive right into it. The first thing we're gonna do, as usual, is say what the key of the song is, okay? Now this song is in D minor, so the D minor scale goes like this. Okay? All right, so that's the D minor scale. Now, minor scales are relatives to the major scales, meaning they share the same notes depending on what scale you're following. So the D minor scale shares the exact same notes as the F major scale, okay? So you got your D, E, F, then you have your G, A, B flat, then you have your C, and then you have your D, okay? Now if I were to start on F, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, back to F, okay? They follow the exact same notes. You're just starting at a different spot, so that's how that works. Now, what makes this song really cool and really funky is that it's played on upbeats. Whenever you're plucking the bass, most of them are played on the upbeat. That helps you to want to groove and vibe and dance along to this song, so it's pretty awesome, okay? So as you're counting, remember we've talked about quarter notes before, and we also talked about eighth notes, and the eighth notes are just subdividing the quarter notes in half, meaning 2 eighth notes are equivalent to 1 quarter note. Okay, so if I'm counting quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, my eighth notes are gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so as that relates to this Bruno Mars song, we're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3, bop, 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 okay? And whenever my hand is not clapping, this will be the downbeat, but when it's not clapping, this will be what we call the upbeat, okay? Or the beat that's in between the counts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if we were to put it in context, it's gonna go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? So that's the base of that section there. And that's pretty much 50% of the song because that's what you play on the intro and all of the verse sections and the outro as well. So that's all that's being played there. But that's the base of it because there are parts when you're switching between the notes that you want to throw those licks in there too. So I just kind of went like this. But you want to actually add all of this in there too. So then. So to put it in context, the whole section is going to go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You want to make sure you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's going to follow that bop 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 bop. Okay, so if you can keep that part in your mind, then all of it will continue to flow. So we're going to play it together a little slow first, and then we're going to speed it up. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, and that's pretty much it. If you can memorize that, you got the intro, you got the verse, you got the outro already memorized, okay? So, if it's a little tricky, go ahead and rewind it, play it again, Then we're going to go to this part here. We're going to play the same thing, just a little faster. Try it closer to the tempo of the song, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, you're getting a great job. Now, this section has a lot of stops in it, which is complementing the drummer really nice, making it really funky. Love this song. Okay, so the stops here, you want to keep that in mind. You're not sustaining the notes. You're stopping, right? You're not going. You're not doing that. You're stopping. Okay, and to mute it, you go. And just rest your finger back on the string. That mutes it. You know, sometimes you get the little smack in there, but that's fine. So you're going to go. And you lift your fingers off of here. And just lift it off. And just rest the other hand on there. And then it'll get that nice stop. Okay, so. Stop again. And now that slide there. Right here. Now I recommend using your pointer to go down to the F. And then come back up to the G. So. Then, and you stop it in between there. You can do that a few times if you want to get used to it. Then back to C, D, right? Okay. And that's how you do that section there. Good, great job. Now we're moving on to the next section. Now this is you kind of say it's the instrumental pre-chorus section. He's not really singing any lyrical pre-chorus right there, but he goes, and it shows, yeah, 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 right? So he goes there, then he's going down to the F, and this time he's just kind of just running it, so on the eighths. So two groups of that, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then from that F, you're going to slide up to the A, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and before we make our way over to the chorus. So let's hear this in context. We're going to move into it from the verse. So. F to the A. And after that, it's going to take us to the chorus. Now, something really important to note, the A, it doesn't just ride on there like the F. It's going to be two measures, but we don't ride on there. We actually are going to do something like this. So in context, and it shows, yeah. Okay, so you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what you're doing with that, you're starting on the A, and then you're going down here to the second string, which is a G and then an A. So you got the 5th fret on the second string to the 7th fret on the second string. So up here, A, G, A, G, A. And what I'm using, I'm not taking my finger all the way down. I'm not jumping it down. I'm just using the meat of my finger to get that second string there. So I'm still keeping this here because I got to be ready for the next A, right? So I'm keeping this here. And all I did was I lift off the A, and this part of my finger is just touching that second string there and still pressing it. That can be a little tricky for some. You don't want to get any buzz in there, so make sure you put enough pressure. But yeah, you do that. So you're hearing a little buzz on there, so I got to clean that up. There we go. Yeah. Okay, you do that 4 times. So again, and it shows, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's 4. So it's from the F to the A, and that's that section, okay? Now the next part is the chorus, and this is the last section that you need to learn. So from here, you go from the B flat, and you take it down to the G, and you take it down to the F, and then to the C, 3rd fret on the 3rd string. But you're doing it on the 8ths again, because right now it's driving. The drummer's going, right? So you're just doing the 8ths. Do, 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 do. So it's gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the G, to the F, to the C. And you actually do this 2 times. B flat, to the G, F, to C. Now this time I'm gonna do it on a different B flat right here. If that's a little easier, just keep them all right next to each other. Then G is right there still. Then you go into the F, and into the C. So after you've mastered that chorus, it just goes back to what we played in the verse. Okay, it just goes right back to that, nice and simple. So you pretty much know every section of the song now, because it goes back to the verse, then that little pre-chorus thing again, back to the chorus, and then we go to that bridge/vamp section where he's going, oh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. When we go to that section, you're doing the same thing as the chorus. Okay, and it just kind of rides that out, and then the song ends on what we learned from the intro. One thing to note here, as you go from the second chorus going into the vamp section, you're actually gonna slide down from the C, and it's gonna give you a nice slide and then a stop. So I wouldn't use this C for that. I would use the C on the 8th fret, because you can get a longer slide. So I'm gonna demonstrate. I'm going to do the second half of the second chorus going into the vamp. So it's gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. To the G, then F, then the C on the 8th, and that's how you're gonna slide that down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and slide. Okay, and then drums are gonna go ah. And then when they hit the crash, you're back in doing the exact same thing, but now this is the vamp section. So again, it's gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. G, F, C, pop. These are the same thing. Spend the rest of my day. Now right here, it's a breakdown. All the instruments are out. You're playing the same thing, but you're just sustaining the notes. You make me feel like, just holding it, locked out of heaven. Then we're going to F. Too long, long. Everything comes in halftime, but the bass player, you're just chilling. Now what you could do here, you can do some slides. F to F, C. So I'm gonna do that again. So if I go to B flat, then I slide to B flat. 1, 2, F, 2. Okay, then to the C, then you break out, then. One more. Okay, and that's how the song ends. Great job. If you enjoyed today's lesson, please give us a like, please subscribe, and please hit the bell so you can be notified for future videos. Now, I want to give you one little tip here as you practice this song. Start it off nice and slow. Start maybe around 80, 90, 100 beats per minute. You just turn on the metronome, click, 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 bop, bop, nice and slow. And you want to work your way up to the actual tempo of the song, okay? So that's your goal for this week. Make sure you're doing all of those stops, make sure it's nice and clean, and just keep watching the video, rewind it if you need to until you get it nice and tight. If you want to go deeper in your musicianship, why not sign up for some one-on-one lessons with Starving Artist Courses? So go to starvingartistcourses.com/memberships. There you can enroll in our basic, our premium, or our pro plan. That way you can have one-on-one lessons with an instructor, you can be a part of the Starving Artist community, and connect with all of the other students who are in our community. So that'll be awesome. Also, make sure to visit starvingartistcourses.com/findingyourythm to get your free gift. Join our mailing list and we'll email you a PDF called Finding Your Rhythm, Making Time for Your Dreams. This PDF will break down step-by-step practical steps on how you can dedicate time towards your dreams and endeavors. It's really cool. So make sure to comment below. Let us know what other songs you want to learn on our channel. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.